Here we go. Let's do the business. No more potato. No more potato. Get out of here, potato. 9 on the potato. Oh, turn that off. Mute it. Absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Pop out that chat. And let's see if we can't make some beautiful music together. Hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're lucky enough to be doing it too. I'm Bushka, Blitz, and you're the humans, the hippies, the earthlings, whoever you are, whatever you're being done to you, blah, 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 blah. And today we're going to be doing a tactical stream. It's also going to be a bit of a Q&A. If you have any questions for me, you can throw them my way. I'll maybe answer them if I can, like what is Hitler, why is the sun round, things like that. But yeah, there you go. Happy days. Good to have you all along. Probably have a few people pop in and say g'day as the evening wears on. Lots of stuff going up. Hello, Bushka. Hello, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot 33. Is anyone on Twitch watching too? No one's watching on YouTube according to the counter. That's not right because I'm looking at the counter now on the... Yeah, it just doesn't work. JC, the man with the big hammer, is here as well. Say hello, JC.
Hello, hello. Good evening, all.
There you go. Good evening, all. JC, the man with the golden tonsils, the voice of 50s radio. That's right. He's back. He's ready for action. How you all doing anyway? Everyone good? Everyone having a good time? Everyone getting down? Commencing Bushka startup. G'day to Snoopy. Good to see you as well, mate. Let's see if we can't get this thing working. Views, refresh, view of current page. Okay, should be coming along in just a second. Big thing there. It's still not working. All right, anyway. Is anyone watching on Twitch too? I am 40. Oh, this is a tough one. I'm 44. 44? Yeah, 44. I always forget. Once you get past like 35, you just forget how old you are. When will I platoon with your son, Cookie Baby, on PC? Stinky fruit roll-ups. You're going to get some time out in the naughty corner soon, buddy. Bushka is 27. Awesome. Elite Steel is now following. Happy days. So, I've done a really interesting video, I think anyway, tonight. That's going to drop today on the T62A. So I'm not going to spoil that, but that's going to be pretty cool. Which is better, the 62A or the 140? 62A is now better. Why? Let's do this. Let's do this. Because this is a question that gets asked all the time. Hey, and it's really important that we answer this one on stream, live, large, and loud. Because the 62A just got buffed out the wazoo. Okay, so you're looking at tier 10 mediums, Russian mediums. There they are. There's the two we're after: the 140 and the 62A. Okay, so the 62A now has crazy good sniper ability, like just crazy good. Same DPM and everything, but look at the aim time on the 62A. It's 1.36. It's got the best aim time at tier 10. 1.36 and 0.29 dispersion. And so I've got this new 62A setup I'm running where I run calibrated shells, the supercharge, and the refined gun. And it's now like a German sniper tank. Look at it versus, say, an FV4202, which is meant to have this great sniping ability. You've got more DPM still than the FV4202. You've got nearly the same penetration on your base APCR rounds. You've got the ridiculous 1689 meters per second shell velocity versus the FV4202. You have a better aim time than the FV4202, and you know the FV4202 can go down that route with the shell velocity and everything else, and it still gives up the aim time to the 62A, the armor to the 62A, the DPM to the 62A. It's got the same dispersion as the 62A and all that, and you know, doesn't have the camo, doesn't have quite the mobility of the 62A. So the 62A's got this crazy build you can make now where you've got this, and that's running gun rammer on the FV. Like, it's such a good tank now, the 62A. I'd go the 62A over the 140 every day of the week now with those buffs are just crazy good. I mean, you can go the same stuff on the 140 and get it down, and you're still going to miss out on the on the aim time, and you're still going to miss out on the dispersion. Like, you can get a 62.8 out of 0.275 dispersion. That's freaking insane.
Personally, I think you should get a green dress. The black is a little too formal.
Yeah, I agree. This $4 off your first order if you shop now at Shane. Jesus wept. So there you go. That's which is better, the 62A or the 140? I think at the moment, definitely the 62A. There you go. 62A's accuracy now is German. Like, you are shooting a gun at 0.275 dispersion. Let's give you an idea on how good an accuracy that is. Here's the grill. Happy days. You're running the grill 0.275 base once you get, you know, your stuff on it and everything else. And you can make that more accurate, but you really can't afford to skip vertical stabilizer with the grill. If you have a look at the 62A, if you skip your vertical stabilizer in that, your aim time is still just off the charts good. Hey, like, have a look at the aim time. At the aim time with vertical stabilizer is 2.4. Without it, you're at 2.7. Like, wow, what a tough gig. And you get down to 0.279 dispersion. So it's crazy. It's insane. And if you run your double rations instead of your provisions, your protective kit, and you run your double rations, you get that dispersion down to 0.275, which is the same as the grill. So thumbs up. If you're not realizing already, this is like kind of the best sniper running around now overall utility-wise. You've got accuracy, you've got mobility, you've got camo, you've got a turret you can rely on, and you've got massive DPM. Thank you for coming. That's the gun laying, that's the gun loadout that I use now on this. This is like a sniper thing. So you go calibrated shells into supercharge, into refined gun, and end up with this crazy good sniper that can brawl and do everything else. Anyway, there you go. Let's have a game in it just to see how it rolls. You might also note that we are running the stream at the moment in 1080p at 60 frames per second. So jump on and try that. If you're not running 1080p 60 frames per second, try that on your computer router and see how you go. Your computer router. Computer router. There you go. German accuracy at tier 10 is a legitimate thing. E50M, Leopard 1, Grille, like the grill, like good luck. Hopefully we get some opportunities here to actually do some sniperooning. That'd be great. There's only 3 mediums. We don't have any heavies, so no one should be going town. Uh, 140 took my favourite spot, so that's not good.
Was that the fluffy pink I saw up there in your team?
No. Is it? I don't know. I don't think so.
I think he's driving that E100, or sorry, that Jag 100.
The Russian something.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Working close proximity with other humans here. At least I'll spot them up.
Getting a no game sound report.
Really? No game sound at all?
It's faint. It's faint.
Okay.
It's there.
One, two, three, four, five. Missing one. I'm missing a 183. That's not a tank I want to be missing. Hey, that's really not a tank I want to be missing. So someone's got an open mic. There is that 183. Happy days. So should be able to push down here and help this Jag. Hey. Oh no, come on, don't do that to me. Ah, you grub. Oh, that hurt. Way more than it should have. Haven't had much chance to snipe here. We've got 2 guys dealing with that 183. I'm just kind of killing time, waiting for him to turn up. And we bounce him. M48. Come on, Jag. Come on, dude. Freaking hell. Great start to the day. Let's exit straight to the garage. No sniping to be had there at all. Tried. Alright, so what's going on with the game sound? The game sound's low. JC? Anyone?
I'm not listening to the game sound, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Anyone else's game sound low? Great start today. No, YJC has the open mic.
Yeah, it's a little low.
Sounds bad to me.
Game sounds too low for you? Okay, I'll up it. There we go.
Yes, sir. It's low.
I've upped it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
You got an open mic, JC. I don't know what you do. Fucking hell. Excuse the language.
Is that me?
Yeah, it was you. All right. Next question. I'll wait until that one comes out, and we'll try and get another crack at the Russian mediums. Why is that not? Premiums. Yes, it's a light tank, but it's got the worst DPM by ages. Oh, he won. Happy days. Who carried us? Oh, lovely. Well, there you go. Congratulations, BHK2323. You went over there and killed that 183, I think. Nice. Slowsy, you clown. Yeah, go for it, Freestyle Creations. Let's do it. Talk to me. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting.
Waiting.
What? Okay, I'll do that first one. John Havens, pretty new to the game. What line do you think is the best line to grind up to tier 10? The tough
Russian heavies.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty much the easiest answer. You're looking for a line where you can play and plug and play, and without knowing all the game mechanics, do well. Well, the line with the best armor is probably the Russian heavy line overall. This line here that goes KV2 through to the T150, through to the KV3, through to the KV4, through to the ST1, through to the IS4 has the best armor. But as you get further along it, the tanks get better and better. But there's tanks there that you could struggle with. I still think that's probably a laydown Mazair, the easiest line. The second line there has the IS8 involved, and that's not so easy. But you end up at the IS7, which is just the most point and click tank in the known universe. It really is. It gets bounces no one deserves. So yeah, the second Russian heavy line for mine is pretty easy. Although the IS4 at tier 10 is harder to drive than the IS7. It's not hard to drive, but it's harder. If you're looking for another kind of low-key, good line to drive that just pretty much does what it says it does on the box, the German TD line actually has a lot of good tanks in it that have really good damage per minute numbers, really solid guns, and are very mobile. And that goes from the Stug all the way through to the Jagdpanther 2, and then at the end you get the DPM king of the game. Highest DPM in game, the Jagdtiger, and then the Jagdpanzer. But that's not an easy line, but that's a line I'd kind of like if you had a bit of a gaming knowledge and you wanted to drive a line that just outputted damage. There you go. But yeah, IS4 line or the IS7 line, drive those two first. You can't really go wrong. Now, what was Freestyles? What's the best tactic in the new map? Okay, let's have a look at the map. Because I find this map to be pretty cool. I really like it. And a lot of people say, oh, I just drive the top area there. And it's not true. Naval Frontier. Here we go. Apply. Ready. Battle. The top area is really good. This top area up here, and I'll show you why straight away. I'll show you the really good spots at the top. And this is something that is just a truth that you will find to be self-evident. There's two reasons why the top area is really good. And one is that it's got great spots to great fixed positions. So you can basically come here and in the right tank, like say a 62A that's really accurate and got good hull down armor, you can go into this spot here right at the start. Lots and lots of Russian tanks can get here. This is one of the reasons why you drive Russian mediums, is that spot there. And then if you're in a bigger tank, a tank with a strong turret like an E100 or a mouse, particularly kill it in this spot here. You can go here. Now, in a mouse or an E100, you can see over the top of that ridge that I'm firing into there, and you can angle up your tank so you can't be penned on the side very easily, which a lot of medium tanks will push hard early and come up to these positions. And these positions are really crappy for you. If you get stuck here in a medium and you don't have gun depression, you're forced into a situation where you've got to go, and someone's in that position there. You've got to push into this position here and angle up. And if they're in an E100 or a mouse or something that's got really nasty armor profile on the side, they can basically make themselves unpennable. And you've got to wait, watch until they come out and fire, and then you can move out. But if you have gun depression, you can kind of make a bit of a go at it by moving over to this corner here and getting down low. I don't have gun depression in this tank. So that's the top, and it's the exact same on the reverse. You can get an odd kind of spot over here for people who are right over that other corner, and you can actually reverse your tank upwards. So if you've got a good turret and you don't have gun depression, you can come over here and push up and back from this spot here and actually use the slide on the slope to go down quickly. So that's the top area. And it's really hard to shoot if you're in those good positions on the top area. It's really hard to shoot back because you can see it's got good cover. And then from the middle, the thing that's hard to do from that top area is cover any caps. So if you're on a supremacy map, you can move straight up into here, and if they want to come out and reset cap, they've got to come out sideways, and if you've got anyone supporting you, they can hit. They can still get to the C cap though if they're willing to come out sideways, and if you don't have any support, you'll get mashed. So if they're up the top and they're holding fixed positions, these are the key areas here. You can very easily cap this if the team's camping the top, and you can really easily cap the A cap if the team is camping the top. Which is all well and good. And the other one that I like over here, which I'll show you as a hull down spot, which is really cool. And especially if you're in a low slung tank or a tank that's just got a really super strong turret like a T29 or a T32 or even an M1 or a jumbo's probably too tall for this one, is this little section here. This is great. Hey, if they're up the top, and you can just get sneaking out here. It's really tough to pen, and it's really easy to get shots off. And then if you want to come down the top, want to come down from the top and contest, if you want to contest these areas, there's good sniper spots up above either spawn, but this is one in particular up next to that rock there. You can watch people move down here. You can be in complete camo from the bush that's here on the left of the rock. And that's a really good one. And you can see the same thing applies to that rock with the brush next to it over there. And the same thing applies to the rock with the brush next to it just on the other right-hand side of that castle we're looking at. And yeah, there's some of the good spots on this map. So there you go. More questions. What's up next? Is the Foch worth it? No, man. Don't grind the new French TD line. It's just not worth it. It really isn't. It really isn't worth it. It's not worth it at all. I don't think any of the French TDs stand out. They're really massive tanks. Hey, like they're massive tanks. Let's have a quick look at... I'll dismiss that trading room, sorry. Sorry, guys. So French TDs. I don't think I bought them on this thing. I was so disappointed with them. They're on my Asia account. But basically, you're looking at huge tanks. Really huge tanks. Well, I have got some of them. I just don't have the Foch. There you go. I got up to the AMX. So look at the size of this thing, right? Tier 8 TDs, not just French. And compare that, say, to some of the... I mean, that's not actually even the worst. Have a look at the Tier 7. This thing's enormous. Like, that is absolutely enormous. It's just huge. Look at the T25, the E25... the Jag Panther's bigger than you think, but then you get to this thing and it's got great armor apart from the two huge enormous weak points up the top there, those two boobs. Like, That's horrible. Hey, so you've got no side armor. You've got your side armor is 40 millimeters. To put that into perspective, SU-152 gets you in a side shot with the 152 millimeter, and it's got 86 millimeters of pen on its HE from the side and does 960 damage. Like, you're gone. 122 millimeter, right? Its HE pen on the side is 64 millimeters on a 122 millimeter. The side armor on this is 40 millimeters, like 40 millimeters of side armor. And on top of that, like, you've got weak points on top of what is not the most tremendously strong armor profile. And that's a problem with so many of these French TDs. They have no armor, but they have these huge weak points on top. So you've got weak spots on weak spots, which is one of the reasons why I was always upset about the Type 61, right? Is like, you've got this crap armor. You can go through the gun mantlet with 150 millimeters of pen, and yet you've got a 60 millimeter weak spot on top of it. There you go. So yeah, no, don't go for the Foch. It's not worth it. Go instead for this, the Object 268. It's nearly identically the same tank. If we have a look at Blitz stars, and we'll add some tier 10 TDs, we've got the Foch, and we'll go the Object 268, which is down there. Get rid of that. Okay, so 268 has better damage per minute. It's got better penetration on its AP rounds. Obviously, that's pretty important. Has crappy shell velocity, but I mean, most TDs at tier 10 do anyway. Like, that's why the 62A's like a laser beam. You have 1680 meters per second shell velocity on a 62A. That's what I'm talking about right here, okay? It's really, really important that you get that. Aim time's exactly the same. Dispersion on the 268 is 0.299, which is better. Your on-the-movement rotation coefficient is better. Your gun depression is better. Your gun elevation is better. And your aiming arc either side is phenomenally better. It's double to the left and 4 degrees more to the right. Same terrain resistance stats. So even though the 268 is slightly slower mobility-wise, like, it's not massively noticeable. And that's it. So you've got better DPM, better penetration, better accuracy, better gun depression, better gun elevation, and better aiming up either side. So don't drive the French tanks. There you go. What else? How about the American medium lines, since they're basically good at a lot of things but not horrible at anything? Yeah, American medium lines are actually pretty cool. And I really don't think they get the credit they deserve. I did the M48A1 ages ago, because, and it always keeps performing, and they've buffed the turret armor and everything, and the hull armor's pretty good. It's one of those tanks that does pretty well in every situation. It's got enough DPM to brawl, it's got enough armor to go hull down, and it's got enough gun depression to get shots off as a ridge fighter. So yeah, I think the American medium line's pretty solid overall. The original one, you can't really go too wrong with it. The new American heavy light medium line is pretty odd. The weak points in the American medium line for me were really the T20 and the M3 lead. Like, but lower tier tanks, they're just something to get through. Once you get to tier 5 and up, there's a tremendous amount of consistency throughout. And you've got some highlights. For me, the M46 pattern was a massive highlight, and the Easy 8, and especially even the sneaky Jumbo, they were big highlights for me too. I really liked both those tanks. What up, G Monies? Okay, let's try and get a game in this Russian, and I'll just snipe in it. Hey, I'll just snipe in the 62A, and you can see how laser-like it is now. It's really cool. I think the Death Star needs a nerf. What about you? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they balance the Death Star. I think it works is what it is, but I don't know how they balance it. I really don't know how they balance it. It's pretty odd. And where they
run that 62 Bushka, would you take the T68 268 out, please?
Yeah, no worries. All right, we'll do, JC.
I love that vehicle.
We will run the 268. Now I want to snipe, so got to find some sniping spots, which is a this is not how you should play this map. But I want to show you how good a sniper this tank is now, so I'm going to play it like a potato, okay? Don't get angry at me. I'm playing it like a potato on purpose. How's the stream running in 1020p, guys? 1080p.
Looking good here.
Yeah, man. So what I've done, guys, is I've got this 10-meter long Ethernet cable, and I've plugged it into my router and straight in the back of my iMac. Okay, watch the shell velocity on this thing. Absolutely nuts, hey. How about that shell velocity? Absolutely crackers.
See, I got it on a 47-inch screen TV here, 1080p, no issues.
Wow, so we finally solved the stream issues. It was Wi-Fi. After all those settings and mucking around, it was the Wi-Fi. It was, you know, Colonel Mustard. Look at that shell velocity. You press the button, it instantly hits. You've got the highest shell velocity, I think, of any tier 10 tank. You've got the highest shell velocity of any tier 10 medium, that's for damn sure. Look at it. Instantaneous. It's like a laser beam. I mean, you're shooting at 300 meters, and it's taking it, what, 0.2 of a second to get there? Not even? That is crazy good. And you combine that, I've currently got 0.275 millimeters, 0.275 dispersion at 100 meters. And you're looking at a tank that is just an absolute god for sniping and hitting targets. Oh, a bit of lag, sorry. Okay, there's an E75. Let's see if we can use this. Going to use this hut up here to get shots in the E100. Well, now I'm going to use the hut to get shots on the side of the C75. Pump the DPM even with heat. Love it. And this is set up as a sniper, okay? And it's still just doing so much damage. I mean, it can do everything. It can literally do everything. It can brawl, it can snipe, it can go hull down. It's so cool now, hey. And just to remind you again, and this is the key, this is really the key. So look at the shell velocity on this 268 and the Foch, and I'll drive the 268 now, but then look at the shell velocity of, say, the E50M and the 121, which isn't even in game, which apparently is in there, but anyway. Leopard 1. And for those of you who don't use Blitz stars, you really should to compare your tanks, find out the stats, and I support Blitz stars with my wallet. I have donated to Sock Robber Dave, who runs this place. I slipped him some cash last month, and you know, he's a legend. And without this, I would not have access to all the stats I've got. So look at this is the one we're talking about here, shell velocity, right? All the way along. 1478, 1478, 1478, 1478, 1626 for the FV, which is good, but I've got that running all the bells and whistles. 1478, 1478, 1478. And then you get to the T62A, it's 1535. So it's got better shell velocity off the bat. And that's pretty crazy. Like, so it's already got the best shell velocity. And once you take advantage of that buff, you can just make this beautiful sniper tank. So let's go and play this 268, and you'll see what I'm talking about now, why you play the 268 instead of... and let's buff it. We've got just enough spare parts, I think, to give it the deluxe treatment. Deluxe treatment. I hope this isn't too dry for some of you humans. I'm just talking and talking and talking. Now, I'm going to be streaming regularly. Right now, it's going to be a regular stream on a Tuesday NA time. Same time we're going to kick off is going to be a regular stream. And on a Thursday NA time, we're going to kick off, do the regular stream. So this is the 268. JC, if there's any questions, can you keep them running, man. Like, I'm happy to answer all of them.
Absolutely, more than happy.
Yeah.
We've had several questions about will the 215 and
Okay.
folks be replaced like they did on PC, or?
Yeah, I've not heard anything about that. I'd love it if they did.
I know you're on a campaign for the 183 though, right?
Yeah, I just don't know what to do. Like, it's all well and good to not like the 183 and the impact it has on the game. And I thought that was going to be a good thing that we had the bat chat come in, and that would have had a big issue on it. And I couldn't figure out why I was getting creamed trying to spot from a team. That sparked the whole thing for me. But I also don't think it's fair enough to go off half-cocked and just say ruin the 183, because I don't know that will fix things. Like, maybe people are just predisposed to go and use whatever's the biggest gun. Yeah. Why didn't they make a bat chat 25T a light tank without light camo? Why didn't they just call it a medium? I don't know. I asked exactly the same question, and the answer I got was because it's light, which I honestly think is so disingenuous, it's ridiculous. But the guys at the they look at data stacks, and they judge on data stats, and in their favor, I don't like the fact that they didn't make it a light, but they didn't make it an overpowered tank regardless, and they're so wary about making new tanks overpowered. I think that's an issue. I think that's a thing that's in their favor, because we've had issues before where new tanks have come in and they've just dominated. And I think they don't want that to be the case any longer. But in doing so, they've kind of given us a not the best. Well, hang on. Well, we missed him. But was he in fact close enough to spot me? I don't think so, because he went through so quickly. We didn't actually get... I'm going to go down there and fix his wagon in a sec. Yeah, can't see him anymore. There's a waffle. I'm going to paint your wagon. Come on, waffle. Come on, waffle. Come on, I don't want to look back at that. I'm going to have to look back at that 54. Come on, 54. For God's sakes, this guy's been so aggressive. Finally, he's paid for it. There is a comeuppance. Just worried about the guy at the back in the 62A. Wow, I wasn't spotted. Hacker. He's got a point. Like, I don't know why I wasn't spotted. But I don't know how he bounced that. That's so much penetration. Doing absolutely nothing, but I'm still not spotted. He must be just absolutely basic crew skills. Hey, can I splash damage kill him? Or can I just flat out kill him? Sorcery. Okay, let's move, because this is fixed positions at its best. I would love to see Japanese heavies in the game. On PC, the first line I have started grinding up is the Japanese heavy line, because they just look freaking hilarious. They are so big. Hey, check out how mobile this tank is. Like, for a tank with this much punch, it is seriously strong. So we're missing a 183 here. I've not seen him in my sights. I know he's probably up the back there somewhere. Let's have a fire off and see if we get spotted. There's our 183 going to... because he's absolutely going to get shot at by these guys up here. Come on. Oh, big TDs. There we go. That's the one I'll hit first. Thank you very much. Full reload. Am I spotted? No, not spotted yet. 183, 183. Come on. Oh, I'm just blind firing that for sure. Just in case. Nah, didn't hit him. Moving up. Pressure, pressure, pressure. How about our 183 who went all the way down there and went sideways to front to all of them? Yeah, I had a really hard time penning the Jap heavies. It was really tough, but I really enjoyed them as well. Well, I thought about the army, and Dad said, son, you're effing high. And I thought, well, there's a first for everything.
Hi, Robin would like to see your face, Bushka.
Was she? Oh, what a surprise. Oh, dearie me. Now, this has been a pretty standard kind of 2-6-8 game. Just slowly building up damage, working the room, doing the business, tapping the buttons, And I'm always surprised with this tank at the end of it, how I end up doing all right damage without really being in the thick of it much at all. Just working my way around the corners and getting a shot off here and shot off there, and ends up being really good. Ah, missed him. Yeah, I'd love to see the Japanese heavies. They'd be fantastic. Yeah, it still did 2K. It wasn't spectacular. Just tidied up along the edge. Snake Eyes, the grub. Sa. No, I'm not having issues because I don't play a lot of PC at all. Ahoy, Robin. They're not releasing artillery in Blitz ever. I really don't think they are. I don't think they are ever releasing artillery in Blitz. Yeah, Snake Eyes has seen me. I crack glasses, mate. Honest to God. I got a face like a smashed crab. I got a head like a half-sucked mango. There you go. Let's see what I can do here, actually. Let's take a question from Twitch. Can you play the Jagdtiger 8.8? I'm thinking of buying it. Yeah, totally. This is a good one. This is a really good one because this tank has really changed. Now, this is the Jagdtiger 8.8 Snowstorm, which I actually bought myself, but this is the 8.8 that everyone else gets. I'll give it a go.
Oh, it is fun.
Yeah.
Absolute fun.
And this is with the 105mm, which is needed for such a long time, hey? By the way, if you donate, your question pops up quicker. Nudge, nudge. There you go.
Indiana, Bushka, you have a ratings video coming up, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to be doing it today. It'll be out sometimes later this week. I've been trying to organise a ratings open forum and everything, and just struggling tremendously to get the humans available. Snake Eyes, are you available? Snake, are you available to a podcast later on today? Oh, fluffy little Unicum. Hello. So there will be a ratings video out, yeah, in the very near future. So going left. Now this is the same chassis as the Tier 9 Jagdtiger. What that means is it's not particularly good if you are wide open to business. What it excels at is kind of wiggling and jiggling and side scraping because it's got very, very flat sides. Now this is a bad move by me. I wasn't even thinking while I was talking. I'm going to the spot I normally go with in lights and medium tanks. But I'm here now, so let's see how we go. There we go, angle up. Suck on that one, you dirty dog. T49A. Missed him. Missed ya. Well, I didn't really miss ya. Let's be honest. I didn't miss you at all. I ain't missing you at all. Wow. Okay. I can't wait till that thing's gone. Oh, hang on. Yeah, this is what happens when you go to the wrong spot because you're just talking on YouTube. Yeah, I'm dead. Fluffy Unicum's gonna get me. Unloadering. Left, left, left. We're just making the best of a really crappy situation right now. If they come up on our right, we're in stride. Oh, they're on the right. Got a Tiger 2 over there. I'm dead. Yeah, that's what happens when you distract me. Sorry. I went to this spot that I'd normally go in like a medium or a light. Very, very, very poor. Fake Swiss! Where's Fake Swiss? He's in the house! Snake was drinking. Not capable of doing a podcast. Fair enough. 183 is not going to get replaced. I can't see them touching it for ages. Grill 15 is still doing really well. You know, it's still doing really well. It's not quite as strong as it was, but it's still doing really well. Okay, that's a good question, Moshi. really good question. The two guns that Moshi's talking about there are the T52A. Oh, let's just refresh this page, see if we can get rid of that. Okay, so on the T54, you've got the choice of two guns. One is the gun that leads you to the T62A, and that is this one here. Where are we? That's this one, the D10 T2C. Now, it's got 201 millimeters of pen. The joy with this one is that you get a little bit more aim time, and dispersion is a little bit better. So, and then we'll add the other one, which is on the 290 millimeters of pen. There we go. And you can see, okay, so these are the two tanks now. The difference in the gun. So you get an extra 18 millimeters of pen, and you get an extra 120 meters per second of shell velocity. What you miss out on is dispersion. It's got a much poorer rate of dispersion, like significantly worse. So it's a real trade-off, hey? It's a real trade-off between a fixed positions tank, which you can use to go a little bit hull down and brawl and everything with, versus the sniping ability of the T54, where you've got a better chance of hitting your target, but you swap it out for penetration. Personally, what I've been doing is going with calibrated shells on the second gun, and supercharge, and then actually hitting that vertical stabilizer, and you end up with a gun that's got really, really good shell velocity and really, really good penetration and very, very nice damage per minute output still. It's a very tough one, hey. It's neither right nor wrong. A lot of it should be about which tank you're going to get. And if we go back here, because I've swapped over to the second gun, the gun that leads to the Object 140 nowadays. Where are we? Synchronizing data. Oh, we got defeated. How are we doing that game anyway? 890. Pretty terrible. I should pay more attention. So here's the 54. These are the two guns we're talking about. So that one leads to the 62A. That's got the better pen, and that's really, really, really important. Oh, JC, you card. Stop window shopping and buy the dress already. Oh, my good God. But this is the gun that I ran forever. And the only reason that this one really works now is because you can buff the penetration up to the point where you don't have to ever use heat unless you're in really tough situations. And that means that you don't really suffer a DPM loss. Thank you very much, JC, for the donation. All right, so where were we? The Jagdtiger. TDs, tier 8, German. Let's roll it. And I'll play it properly this time. Sorry, I drove it to the medium spot there, which was a horrible idea, obviously. Stock turret or 75mm on Le Quack. You got to go to the 75mm on the tier 4 French, because the top turret, because it just looks hilarious. It looks freaking hilarious. Okay. Thank you, Soccer Force, for subscribing. Frolic in the Justice, amigo! My equipment loader on the T54 Lightweight. We can have a look after this. Mate, I won't be doing a 215B review anytime soon. Honest to God, me and that tank just don't agree. I don't really like it all that much. I've never really liked it all that much. I can't understand why people love it so much. I mean, well, I can. The gun's godlike. The gun is the best tier 10 heavy gun there is, but I'd probably drive the T57 heavy every day of the week just for the crazy good burst. Now, I'm remembering now that I'm a TD. Probably remembered too late. Oh. He still got through there. That was a bit unfortunate. So that Lerver's trying to side scrape. He's looking for a drive wheel, I think. There we go. Got a drive wheel. going to angle up back here because the IS-6 is about to come around. Oh, jeez. That's tough. Is that a platoon? No. Okay, cool. Panther. Angling up to him. Jeez, we've got a lot of tanks back there not helping us. Caught one on the drive wheel. That lever's not moving up. There's a Panther. T-25 and T it back. Angling up to these four. So that's two. We're missing one. Okay, so we've got them all. They're all on screen. No, it's, yeah, they're all on screen. Oh, didn't go through. That's a bit rough. This IS-3 is doing his level best to keep us alive, which is good. I'm pushing up here to try and cover his other flank. 25. There's heaps of tanks at the back as well, hey. Come on, guys. Get your asses in gear and get over here. Bounced another one off him. Come on. Come on, A25. Come on, A25. Oh, dude, you needed to kill him. So you can see that's the Jagdtiger. People carry on about it not being tough. But you saw that. I played that right down the heavy line. Tier 8 game, and I bounced heaps of shots. And it's really good at doing that, at side-scraping. I had so many tanks in front of me. We had 5 tanks in front of us there. And there was me and a bloody IS-3. And we were just holding and popping the whole time. And we had 5 tanks back here dealing with 2 tanks. Which is why we're going to probably lose this game. Because I don't have a lot of faith in these guys. If... oh, okay, well, these are the ones that came through. Let's watch. Darwinian Survival. Well, the reason we went down there was we don't really have anyone that wanted to go to the flank. And it's all well and good going to the flank. But when you're on your own, that's a struggle. So defender's pretty good. The Lurver and the Panther's in a rough spot. I don't know what this T-28 Proto is doing. Is he typing? No, he's not typing. Oh, you missed a shot there. I'm back, baby. 10, 10, 23. No, those freaking missile tanks are not gone yet. Oh, mate. He's been made CEO, that employee, I reckon. Come on, defender. Pump, 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 pump. Because our T-28 is AFK. One more, mate. Yes, good job. Thank you very, very much for the donation, 10, 10, 23. Is this T-28 serious? Oh. No joke. Cheer up, sleepy proto. Oh, the best way to make your tummy feel better is to pat it. Yesterday, my wife went to pat me on the stomach and then hit me in the nuts and dropped me like a sack of spuds. And I was lying down on the bed, like because I got dropped onto the bed, and the dog jumped up and landed on the nuts again. And I had 2 nut shots in about 30 seconds. It was one of the worst things that's ever happened to me. It was absolutely horrific.
But it would have been a good video.
It would have been a great video, yeah. We're going to lose this because this guy's going to go out sideways to a tank with really good pen. Oh my god.
Wife did when you put a cable on the floor?
Yeah, she sees this cable, I'm dead. Oh my god. This Panther, he could have just gone sideways. Oh, unbelievable. He's going to do... Oh, the Proto's woken up! The Proto is woken up! Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. Can he play? Use it, Thomas. Can he what? Go! Bush! He's right in front of you. Give him the shot. Yeah, baby! T62A Otter 754. Rewatch the start of the thing and you'll see I go it. So that's the Jagdtiger now. You saw the reason that was so much easier to do with the 105. And you'll see 11 hits received, and that's a lot in a TD. You saw how many bounces I basically got. Fired 6 shots, hit with 5 of them. So really accurate, able to tank a lot of damage. And the reason it works a lot better with the 105 is the reload speed. You've got to be on target for such a long time to do damage with the 88mm. 14.36 rounds a minute is great if you're sitting there and you're able to fire without moving and without, like, but when you've got 5 tanks on you, like we had there, and you're able to fire and get 310 alpha out, it is so much more valuable. And you saw that those shots are against IS-6s and other tanks, and we never had to switch to APCR because it's got 225mm of pen on that 105. So for those of you who say that, I've seen this comment in the YouTube channel too, saying this is crap. This tank, the Jagdtiger, has no armor. I go through the Jagdtiger all the time. It's really easy to pen. It's because people are giving you the front area. If you go and just give them a flat front on the Jagdtiger, you're going to get penned. But you actually heard me talking through there, trying to catch a shot on the drive wheel, trying to catch a shot on the drive wheel. And then we ate one on the drive wheel from the Lurva and popped out and hit the Panther as he went back. Because it's able to do that really, really easily. It's got long, flat German sides that are tough to overmatch or anything. Like the sides are 80mm of armor. Whereas, you know, you look at some of the French tanks at this tier, and the French, the AMX AC-48, it's got 40mm of side armor. Like, forget about it. It's just crazy. G'day, Noir to Deshaun. Good to talk to you, mate. Tummy pat for the twins. The girls are trying to decide who's got the best voice, you or Bushka. Oh, man. Or both. That's the world's ugliest tag team. That's not going to happen. JC and me, we're not shooting any movies together anytime soon, but we may actually start up the world's best radio request show. What do you reckon, JC?
Oh, I think we can handle that, but yes, there'll be no tag-ins or anything else.
Okay, next question. Okay. If you have any good questions that I'm missing, I'm sorry, but maybe JC will catch them or anything like that. This is actually a really fun stream. I'm actually getting to interact a lot more, so we should do this every Sunday.
The questions are flying. They really are.
Yeah. Why won't your eldest son play with you? He does, but he doesn't play with me on tanks. We play together on warships. He's in New York at the moment. He's working in New York in advertising. He turned 27 yesterday, and I sent him a little bit of love, and that was great. And I also bought him a premium ship, and we play together on warships. And when he comes back from the States later on this year, I'm going to put Junior on the warship account on the MacBook Pro. I'll be on the iMac, and eldest son will be on the PC laptop, gaming laptop I've got here, and we're going to play a division of Bushka. It's going to be awesome. Yep, what else? I'm not doing a training room, dude. Not doing a training room. I love you, but no training room. Di Robbins says I've got the best voice, JC. Sorry. Oh, yeah.
Well, that was kind of a given vote, I think. Might have been a payoff there sometime in the past.
Where are we going here? Oh, I don't want to go in studio mode. What's that doing? Okay. Today I did 5.k with the Jagdtiger and I only got second class. I'm not sure why. Was that with the 8.8? Oh, look at this, big brother Ben. Oh, yes. 1390. No, I wouldn't get the tier 9 and 10 bat chats right now. I wouldn't. I'll tell you what's going on with that. So, French lights, okay? 9 and 10, as a lot of you have obviously heard, do not have on-the-move camo, which is just ridiculous. And that's 8 million credits to buy this tank and outline it and equip it, which is crackers. It's just massive. The tier 9, I think, is better pound for pound. The reason being, now, I'm rehashing something that I talked about on the videos before. I'll show you quickly. It's really easy. This is, by the way, Sock Robber Dave and Blitzstars. I'm just going to show you blitzstars.com. If you don't know this, this is an absolute must-have. Let's just put Bob in there. We'll do a search on old Bob. Okay, Bob on Asia. There we go. It will show you his stats. It will show you his tanks. It will show his 30-day win rate. All that kind of thing. I mean, if you're in the game, you should be using that. If we go to Tank Compare, then at the top of Blitzstars, we can add the Tier 9 French and Tier 10 light tanks. And I'll show you something very cool. Okay, so here we go. Both running the 105mm and the 100mm, which are the same gun. Like, they don't make any difference. Here's the key, okay? The Alpha is 310 millimeters, 310. And this is why I would not get the tier 10 and I get the tier 9. The rate of fire is much better on the tier 10, but it's a peek-a-boom tank. So you're going out on the tier 9 and you've got 3 seconds between the shells, exactly the same as the tier 10. And you do 310 alpha, exactly the same as the tier 10. So you're able to deliver exactly the same burst as the tier 10. There's an extra 2.5 seconds reload. But that doesn't really matter a lot when, if they know you're there, quite often you're not going to be able to deliver your damage exactly on cue. So just drive the tier 9, have the same burst damage, which is the only thing that differentiates this tank from anything else, and enjoy. And for tier 10, just drive the Leopard 1. 3,562 damage per minute. That's 762 damage per minute more than the Bat Chat. Same top end speed, 65 kilometers an hour. Look at the terrain resistance stats on the Bat Chat, the tier 10. We'll get rid of the T25AT, the 25AT. Terrain resistance. So basically, these numbers here, right? The 1, 1.4, and 1.8 are on the Bat Chat. That means on hard terrain, its coefficient is 1. On medium terrain, it's 1.4. And on soft, it's 1.8. The lower these numbers, the better. Because what they do is they affect how fast your tank is going to move and traverse. So 0.6, 0.7, and 1 is 40% better than the hard terrain resistance stats. It's 100% better than the medium terrain resistance stats. And it's like 75% better than the soft terrain resistance stats. So even though the Leopard 1 has lower power to weight ratio, it's able to move around at nearly identical mobility to the Bat Chat. And with a gun that is just lights out better. 0.272 dispersions versus 0.319. 9 degrees of gun depression and 20 degrees of gun elevation. 6 degrees of gun depression, 11 degrees of gun elevation. I mean, forget about it. It's not even close. I drive the Leopard 1 every day of the week. So I wouldn't get the tier 10 Bat Chat. I'd get the tier 9 Bat Chat. There you go. That's a long and winding road that leads to your door and has left me standing here. There you go. I can read what you say, Hunter Pochurek, but dude, there's like 181 people on YouTube and 26 on Twitch, and there's a lot of questions. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Yeah, no, it's a pleasure, man. I appreciate the opportunity to give you my thoughts. Okay, what's up next? Be right back getting food. No worries, Robin, we'll wait for you. Will the Imperial Giants come to Blitz? We've already asked that one, and I hope they do, because I really love Japanese heavies. I really love Japanese heavies. They look awesome in World of Tanks, but I don't know that they will come to Blitz or not. I hope they do. So what are we going to play now? Let's have a go at something that I think is cool in the Tier 7 light tank. That's the French light tank. Now, I don't know if this is broken or not. I really, really don't. And I'm going to hopefully get an answer from Wargaming when they wake up, because they're all in Russia, and I'm obviously in the Asian time zone, so they're all asleep. I want to also thank you, Dana Trabu. Dana, you're a champion. You've been supporting the channel for ages, and thank you, Nuada and Big Brother Banhammer. You guys are pretty awesome for the donations. I really do appreciate them. They're the reason that I can do these streams. They really are. Yeah, I'll have a game in the Tiger too. I haven't played that tank for ages. Hey, now this tank is really cool because of that 1.3 second reload between. How good is this stream?
Bad Swiss.
What's Swiss done? Oh, Swiss. Oh, mate, they haven't made the Imperial unit of measurement that can get around it yet. Not much happening here. Where are we? Try and sneak one into that Tiger 1. Yeah, the gun's not that crash hot, but it's got a very, very quick reload. 1.3 seconds between the shells. That is legitimately awesome. And it's one of the things I think they should be doing on the Tier 10 variant, is having a much better reload time. Hey. Can't see him yet. Try and be a little bit sneaky here, hey? There's the AT-15. He's coming around the corner. Oh, God. He's not like the tank I want to see, to be honest. AT-15. He's going around there. That's much better for us. It's very hard to pen. Look how tough that armor profile is. Tier 8 Brit TDs have a legit armor profile. 1.3 seconds between. You got a long reload, but then you can absolutely dump them pretty bloody quick, which is awesome, hey. 3 seconds. 2.66 seconds. I'm going to do 580 damage. Oh, sorry, 500 and is that right? 560. 540. Maths. Do you speak it? I've got to move over here in case that guy on the pot on the right next to the corpse of Sid the Kid, if he pops there, I'm in strife. Okay, mod 1. I'm hoping he comes out sideways so that I can actually hit him. Pulling off the old auto aim.
That's a good question. What do you think of the ammo constraints in the tank?
Oh, they're stupid. They're absolutely stupid. Especially in a game like Blitz, where you do so much ammo swapping. Wow. Wow. I don't think I've ever had... Oh, okay. It's getting a little bit lag. You might have to reset the stream. So you can see that allows you 480. Yeah, it's not. I don't know what I was thinking. Do you even math? That allows you to get some pretty decent damage numbers out, right? Really good. Yeah. It's got 1.33 seconds difference between the shell reload time, so it's pretty awesome like that. Let's have a drive in the, and that's pretty consistent. Like I like a lot of the tanks in the line. I'm not a huge fan of the tier 8. The tier 9, even though it's not a tier 8, even though it's not got light tank camo, I prefer driving that than the tier 8. But a lot of that's got to do with the competition you face. And tier 7, the T49A, the quicker that gets removed, the happier I'll be. I hate that tank. It was fun for a while, and now it's just become consistently and constantly annoying. Yeah, look, I'm going to keep redoing videos, but I'm in this quandary where it's all well and good to redo a tank video, but the fact that you've got to basically do tank videos that you haven't done yet, or new lines, or old videos, or older tanks that you never got round to, means that redoing videos you've already done is kind of unfair on those tanks. I know they're not real things and they don't have emotions, but that's just how I'm thinking. So the Tiger 2, let's have that, give a shot with that one.
Yeah, you haven't really visited the heavies yet.
No, let's do the Tiger 2.
Yeah.
What is my favourite map? I like Vineyards in terms of just purely most even and challenging map, because there's no one side there I think that gets a huge advantage, and there's no one spot on the map I think that is completely overpowered. I think it's pretty even across the deck, hey?
I like it as a twilight map, just not broad daylight.
Yeah. Which Frank Sinatra? The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there, touched your hair and walked with me. That's not right, but anyway. All summer long we sang that song as we walked those golden sands. My fickle friend, the summer wind. Could you accidentally reveal some upcoming tanks? No! No, I can't accidentally reveal some upcoming tanks. This tank's actually pretty tough compared to the way it used to be. Now, a big part of why it's tougher is there's fewer people firing gold. Gold does not have the same kind of impact in the game that it used to, and this is one of the tanks that benefited tremendously from it. It's also had some buffs over the years to mobility, and it's one of those tanks that's picked up a little bit here, a little bit there, and turned out to be a pretty solid overall tank. Gun's really good. Sham loves it. My good mate Shame Equus. Geez, the lag's starting to get here. Yeah, okay. Lag's really starting to turn up. I'm going to have to reset my my iPad in a sec. How do you know when to relocate when you're in something slow? The E50M's not slow. It's not slow. It really isn't. But basically, watching the map, anytime you think someone's going to get shots into your side or you can't get any shots into their side is a good indicator of you should move.
No shot, move.
Yep, pretty much what JC said there. No shot, move. And side shots, I mean, you're going to see all the time. A lot of the games I use in videos, if you watched my Bat Chat Tier 9 video, you would have seen that I had a whole thing where I counted shots that I've done in the side and shots I did frontally. And the amount of side shots I got was massive, and the amount of shots I got frontally was very, very low. And that's intentional because you want to be shooting people in the side because you can pen a lot easier and you don't get shot back. Basically. Bit worried about these guys over here on the right, how they're holding up. Trying to always look at the map. This Jagdtiger 2, so we've got what? There's a T-34. Yeah, Jagdtiger 2 was the one I knew was going to get stuck up me there. And he's resetting his camo, which means he should be at least semi-competent. I'm just going to leave him alone, it'll be pointless. He can't do anything at the back if I don't give him a shot. Missed it. Missed that shot. Whoa! Oh, I don't have any adrenaline on this tank. This is ugly. Did not realise that at all. Got another tank coming up on my left. Oh yes, we're just going to have to try and bounce him. He's got too much pen to ignore. Jagdtiger there. Oh, that's a bit of a lag shot. Too many tanks, not enough time. Jagdtiger, has he moved? Yeah, Jagdtiger hasn't moved either. I'm dead. Yag's going to get me now. Yeah, there he goes. I'm going to reset the iPad. You know, Nuada, thank you. Very true. Just resetting the iPad to try and fix that lag up. Add pink camo into the game. No worries. Thanks for the donation, Nuada.
Yeah, Bushka, I think the response has been really good with, you know, your Can the Clan Cure You series you started the other day.
Yeah, that's been really good. Hey, that's that was great.
C4 was in here saying they sent you a Twitter.
Yep, there's a few. I actually got a lot of inquiries from that one, and it's good. So that's going to be a regular event every Thursday NA time. We're going to be running a clan stream. I'll be doing count-ins and training rooms with the clan members. Every Sunday NA time at this time, I'll be doing a stream. It'll either be a Q&A chat like this or a pure gaming stream. And every Tuesday NA time, I'll be doing the Patreon only and YouTube count-in, where I'll be doing it, doing a count-in on stream with everyone, so everyone can get in the games.
I didn't think it was your intention just to stay with Big Purple clans. You were gonna
everyone,
as long as they had up and running Discord.
Yeah, and as long as there's you've got a few people in a clan, it's not going to be just big clans. There are a few that
don't be shy.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh god, Bushka is the master. That is a horror show. Every time that happens, like someone says Bushka is the best, we have an absolute train wreck of a game. So trying to angle up the... Oh, there's still laggy here. Trying to angle up the upper glacis. See the angle on the upper glacis on the Tiger there? So I'm actually getting some value for money out of that armor profile. Whereas if you're running it around like that and angling in, it doesn't really have enough if a big TD comes around that corner. Speaking of which, Beast Fart 2, love it. Bushka, I'm sub to you. Beast Fart 2, absolutely love it. T49A, like he's my number one concern. I want to kill him more than anything else. 2 TDs, they've both got 2 TDs. Oh wow, that's laggy. Yeah, kill that 49A, someone. Beast Fart, don't stress, man. It's all good. Tiger 1 is turning into me constantly. He's just going to get away with it, the grub. Getting away with it all messed up. Getting away with it all messed up. That's the living. 3 left. 2 out there. What are we missing? Where's that 25 and 2? He was over here somewhere. Use the boxes. That's good. Boxes are extra armor. They just help. And they're extra armor, not so much because of the armor value, it's because of what they do. It makes it hard for them to aim at weak points if they can't see the tank skin. So often they'll go through tracks and stuff instead of actually hitting you. Got a right flanker coming in. Gonna have to leave that to the AMX and go around here. There's another Tiger 2. He's gonna come out sideways, yep. He's going for that AMX. Getting past
Christian
him.
man asked a question. Bushka, would you rather have 4 shells in the bat chat or light tank camo?
Oh, 4 shells for sure. And this is where the Tiger 2 can struggle. That frontal armor, if you get it square, you're just going to get penned. Oh, it's the 047! I'm just going to go and tap B cap here in case this guy somehow ammo racks. No, good, good, good. So that's the Tiger 2. I have a sub button on Twitch? No, because I'm not a Twitch partner, I don't believe. I think you got to be a Twitch partner to get a sub button. That's the Tiger 2. Very straightforward game in the Tiger 2, doing what it does best. It's if you got to angle up that frontal armor, you saw the Tiger 2 against me at the end when he went straight on. If you switch to APCR, it doesn't have the armor to hold it at all. 2801 is amazing. 2801 is freaking amazing. Anyone that doesn't know that the 2801 is amazing is nuts. Yeah, Cromwell 1B is good, but it's not as good as the VK2801, man. It is not as good. It's still really, really good, but it's not as good as the VK2801. VK2801 is one of the most overpowered tanks ever invented. Just flat out is. It's incredible.
Yeah, the gun really fails in comparison to the VK.
Yeah, the VK's gun has that 75mm. Check out the numbers here, right? So this is the VK28 7.5 centimeter, 0.312 dispersion, which is all well and good, but 157mm of pen on your AP and 221 on your APCR. And if you look at the Bombwell, you have, where are we? 0.3. I'm thinking of the Cromwell. No, sorry, I'm not thinking of the Cromwell B. I'm thinking of the standard Cromwell. Yeah, so basically you don't have the light tank camo. That's the difference. You don't have the light tank camo. You don't have the sneaky armor profile. You don't have quite as good a dispersion as you do in the VK2801. And all those things kind of add up. It's also not as mobile as the VK2801. The VK2801 is just faster. Let's have a go in the VK2801. Just because it's a great excuse to have a go on the VK2801.
Yeah, you need a big one.
Yeah, I need a big excuse to have a go on this tank. Yeah, the shell velocity on the VK is insane too. Good catch, Arshdeep Singh.
Next, someone will probably twist your arm and you'll wind up in an LTTP. It'll be
Yeah,
horrible.
I'll struggle.
Okay.
Struggle through. No, I'm not saying the Cromwell B is a bad tank. That's the thing. Sometimes when I say I prefer a tank, people take it to mean that I don't think it's a good tank. I think the Cromwell B is awesome. I just think the VK2801 is crazy good. That's all. A lot of it's also got to do with the armor profile and light tank camo. That's something it's not going to matter so much on this map, you'd think, but it's something that can really make a huge difference. And the speed. This thing is just so quick. I can't believe this is still running at 1080p, 60 frames per second without a drop.
Oh, this has been great.
Yeah, it's amazing, hey. It was all... Oh, hang on. Speak of the devil. I've got lag going on here, but still. MT25 going out there to kill someone is not a great idea. If someone's there on your other side, you're cactus. They're not though, so he doesn't get punished for that. Pen on it's great. The speed on it is amazing. And it doesn't power slide all the time, which means you don't have to worry so much about going around corners. How did that guy just bounce me? Setting up for a side scrape.
I think their most spectacular jumps and kills have been in the VK too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Highlights.
Can't believe that bounced. That Jagdpans is screwing up that poor AMX, something chronic. You're gonna see me do this sneaky, come around the corner, pull back, fire.
Enemy armor is destroyed. He's gone. Find us another target.
Reset camo. Just let him go down. Let him look at someone else.
We didn't even scratch them. Punched right through their armor.
And that's the VK2801. Good golly, I love her. I want to twist my arm again to play it. Dear God. Yeah, great tank. Great tank. Okay. Anything else? What are we talking about? We've gone for an hour and 30 minutes nearly without having one stress out on the stream quality, which is awesome news. Hey, really good news.
No, I think it's been a fantastic performance by the machines.
Yeah, the machine's working. That's great that you get gun depression all round, but okay, let me show you something. Okay, if you're going to persist with this, I'm going to show you why. You keep saying it gets this gun depression all round, and that's awesome, right? I'm really happy for it that it gets gun depression all round, but you're saying it like the VK2801 gets no gun depression, and that's not true. You get 9 degrees of gun depression in the VK2801, okay? 9 degrees of gun depression in the VK2801. You get better penetration, you get much better shell velocity, you get much better aim time, you get much better dispersion over 100 meters, you get a much better coefficient on the on-the-move rotation, which means that you can fire on the move much better. You get a much better power to weight ratio, and your terrain resistance stats are much better, so you're able to both go faster and not get affected by the terrain you're on a lot better, and you get 72 kilometers an hour as a top speed as opposed to 64, and you get there quicker. You get just all this stuff, and you're telling me that because it's got 13 degrees of gun depression, that's better? Like, get out of town. Forget about it. Like, it's not even close. It's a good tank, but the VK2801 is an overpowered tank. more overpowered. Not that the Cromwell B is not. Like, this is the thing. I love the Cromwell B. It is an awesome tank and it can slay. But I just think the VK2801 is even better. And we haven't even touched on the stupid armor profile, hey. Let's have a quick chat about that. Global settings. We'll go to Blitz 4.0. Here we go. Dum, bum, ba, ba, dum.
Oh, Ethan's asked about the Cheeto. Have you?
No,
really
never done. Never done the Cheeto. I probably need to. So let's go with the Cromwell B as our shooter, okay? And our target will be the Cromwell B. Okay, just to have a quick look. Tier 6 Cromwell B. Okay. That's the frontal view of the Cromwell B shooting at the Cromwell B. All well and good. You can angle it up and it stays green everywhere. Okay? It stays green. It's absolutely green. Green, 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 green. Okay? It's got 13 degrees of gun depression. No denying it, it does. It's got great gun
Bushka,
depression.
who is responsible for this wonderful website?
What? Oh, this is, yeah. Okay, so this is Armor Inspector. Okay, you need to have this. Like, this is one of the reasons why I can figure out where I'm going to be shooting and who I'm going to be shooting and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Now let's have a look at this is Armor Inspector, right? You need to get Armor Inspector. If you don't have Armor Inspector, it's an iPad app. This is the 2801, right? And you can use your gun depression. Now look at the turret on it. It's this tiny little turret that you can sneak up there. And then when you're going hull down, you can actually get the turret, get the upper plate to work for you. And you've got this lovely German upper plate. So you can get that on the side of a hill and get that bouncy, bouncy, bouncy part there. That's not from armor profile. It's not from the thickness of the armor. It's from the auto bounce zone. So like, I'm not saying that the Cromwell B isn't amazing. It's an amazing tank. I'm just saying that 2801's better. That's all I'm saying. Okay, any other questions?
All right, I'll give you a couple that have drifted by.
Yeah.
Why do you have your buttons set up like you do?
Oh man.
I saw. Why do you have two fire button question go by earlier?
I'll show you why. Hang on. Controls. So basically, it's probably easy to show in a training room. Hey. So the reason I have the gun set up like that is so that I can snipe more effectively. And you might also see when I'm brawling with someone and I'm brawling one-on-one, I've got the control on the right so I can shoot, and then when I'm sniping, I'm aiming with my right mouse button, which is over here. I'm aiming with the right-hand side of the screen and firing with my left. And I also do a thing, I wonder if I can turn assistive touch on here. General, where is, where do they have that stuff now? Where is assistive accessibility? Guided access, no. What have they done with assistive touch? There we go, turn that on. Okay. And I should be able to turn on here. Where has it gone? No. Gestures, no. Maybe they've changed it. No, maybe they've changed it. So it just doesn't matter. Assistive touch. No, it's not that. Don't worry. I want to show it so it actually shows where I'm touching on the keyboard, but I forget. Anyway, so when I'm firing like this, I am steering with my right thumb and firing with my left thumb. But there's another thing I do on here which means I can't lift my finger off. So right now I'm actually pressing down on the fire button on the left-hand side and aiming with my right-hand thumb. And rather than tap the thumb, you can hear when I fire, I'm just going to release it. And when I fire by tapping it, you'll hear me tap on the mic. That's me tapping the thing to fire. And when you hold your button down and then you just release it to fire, it's actually quicker. So if you're ready for someone to come around a corner and you've just got them lined up like that and you've got the finger held down on the button, all you've got to do is pull your thumb off the button and it fires rather than tap it, which means you save yourself a split second. It can be a real big winner. There you go. That's why I have 2 fire buttons.
Well, one of the best changes they've made to the buttons, I like the fact that I can leave my ammo selector out and open.
Yeah, that's huge. Hey, that's massive.
That has been so handy.
Yeah.
Get the HE and off it.
Massive quality of life change.
Yes, it was. It was a very simple but good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Christian Man and Swiss, stop yelling at each other over a tier 6 medium versus light tank. Stop it. Seriously. Freaking 2 angry men. Oh, God. Any other questions? Caden Perry, thank you very much, man. I love it on the NA server. I love it on the NA server.
You've gotten several personal questions about old stuff that we know, but newer players don't. How you got your name, why you picked Bushka.
Swiss, I'm going to time Swiss out.
No, you don't.
I'm going to time you out, dude.
No, you don't.
I am. You can't just get... You two clowns. Freaking stop yelling at each other. What was that? Sorry, I was JC. What was that?
Some of the newer players have asked why you have the name Bushka, why you picked it.
Long story, but my old man, when we used to wrestle when I was a little kid, there was like Killer Kowalski, Brute Bernard, and all that kind of thing. And you'd have, when he'd land a big punch, he'd go, Bushka! And I just was looking for a name one day, and I stuffed up the first one, and I had to put another one in. So I just put that in to get through a game and have a name in a game. And then, like 25 years later, it's still my online persona. Just really odd. Was never meant to be anything serious, just was. Anything else?
Does rating affect your credit earning?
No, doesn't affect your credit earning. Only affects your credit earning when you're in ratings games.
You lose that much.
Yeah. Can I do a review on the Indian, please? Royal Shadow, I have seen that. Sorry, mate, I didn't get that. I do have an Indian review on channel, but I don't have a recent one. So it is there. If you search the Indian on channel, it will pop up. It just isn't recent. I don't know that I'm going to get time. This week, let me have a look at the videos I've got planned. I've got an E50 video that's going to probably come out this week. I've got some more French lights coming out. I've got a T62A video that's coming out tonight. I've got a ratings video that's coming out. I've got a World of Tanks PC video that's coming out. Yeah, there you go.
Well, you have lots on the upcoming list. I mean, lots of events.
Lots of events, lots of things. Yeah, we're going to stream again on Tuesday NA time, the same time. We're going to stream again on Thursday NA time. That's going to be the clan stream. The Tuesday stream is going to be a count-in stream for YouTube, Twitch, and people in the Patreon channel, in the Patreon Discord channel. I'm going to do a Patreon-only podcast in a tick when I get off here. I'm going to do a Patreon-only video this week as well. Lots of stuff. And there is a Patreon-only video section. There's a sponsors section on the webpage that people go to. How's the T49 doing after the patch? I've not played it, to be honest. Not had a chance. Robin, I've done a review of a Stuart. Stop it. I'm looking for a giraffe that can pull off stilts in a dress. No, Caden. When Simmons camo resets. What? I don't know.
I think he meant someone's.
Oh, someone's camo. Okay.
Someone's
I've done a video on camo.
15 seconds or something like that.
It's 10 seconds. It's 9.8, 9.5 seconds. I did a video on that, man. I did a whole video, a tutorial series. Go look up the tutorial series. I'll drop the playlist in here, actually.
Do you see Kilo Shock's question, Bush?
Where is it?
If I'm in a fast tank one-on-one with another fast tank who has more health, what do I do? I can't put distance, so what do I do?
There's lots of things you can do. Yeah. Side hugging is one. That's something you really want to get up close and personal with. If you're in a brawl, you probably saw... actually, I'll go back to it here. This is a good use of time, I think. No, I can't go back to it. On the stream, I can go back to it. But you saw when I was playing against that STA1 and I was in the French light, the tier 7 light, I was trying to get to his side. You can see it all the time where I'm trying to get to people's sides. I actually did a freaking whole series on this called Brawling Breakdown. Where are we? So there's 2 videos I'm going to drop in channel here for you now. One is the tutorial series, which is really important.
You're collecting friends in the middle of your training room.
Am I? Oh, there I am. So this is the tutorial series. Click on that and it will take you to the... hang on. That's not meant to be doing that. That's cool. So that's the tutorial series. And then Brawling Breakdown. Where is that? 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 God, I've got 700 and something videos here now, which is pretty crazy, hey. Brawling Breakdowns. Here we go. So if you're looking to get better at doing this stuff, this is something that I've done a lot of work on in the past. Here you go. This is the Brawling Breakdown series. Now that, if you are looking for a series, you know, like let's just have a quick squiz here. Brawling Breakdown. Where is it? Blah, 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 blah. No. Playlists. Brawling Breakdowns. La-di-da-di-da. So I actually did this in the STB1 and did a lot of it, right? Like how to isolate and all this kind of stuff. Look at that.
Zero, there is a good review he just did on the 70. It's 2 weeks old.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Why is this not... Oh, hang on, I got it on mobile YouTube. MBT 70, yeah.
That's not a frontline tank, according to the Bushka.
Well, it's a support chain.
Line.
Yeah, it's a support chain.
Right.
So it works great on the front line in support. It doesn't work great on its own. You've got to be hull down and you've got to be like booming around the joint. But it does work. Now, this is a kind of an odd thing to do, to be playing a YouTube video on my YouTube stream, but we're going to give it a shot.
Often do wrong, and you could well...
I think we'll end the universe like this.
Yeah, this is like... is pop eating itself?
So
yeah, here we go. Look. This is exactly what we're talking about. Now, this is on a...
Other drivers in other mediums often make this mistake.
I'm talking. I don't know how to turn the bloody sound off.
So that you can't just circle of death.
Anyway, yeah.
E100
Yeah, it's not really working. Not really working out for me. That's it. Oh, no, okay. The video's in slow-mo. That's fine. So I'm going to kill the voice there. Look, this is me side-hugging an E100. This is what I'm talking about. And you can do this with... I'm squaring him off. See, I'm getting around him, and then I'm just moving backwards and forwards. And it's not just about not getting hit. It's about... You remember, most people, when they're driving mediums and light tanks, when they get up close, they're in zoom mode. And if you're in zoom mode, then people are moving backwards and forwards. It's incredibly hard to actually hit them. So you want to get up close and hug their side like this. And you'll see how his gun is actually pointing across the back of my tank. And then I'm going to jam hard into reverse. Look at the controller on the left. As his gun points right up at me, I jam hard into reverse. And that means if he is zoomed in, all he's seeing is my tank. He's not being able to follow that really successfully. And I get right around him. And then as I turn back around, I hug the front of him. And that means that he can't traverse as easily as he could if I wasn't in contact with him. It also means that it's very hard for him to get a clear shot on an open area, like say the sides of my tank. And as his gun gets to me again, I'm going to drive straight forward. And again, so his gun's now zoomed in. He's looking at me. I'm driving forward. He's panicking. He's going to press the button. And what that means is even if he hits me here, I've lowered his DPM like massively by like 150%. So this is why zoom scopes can ruin a ball. This is it. This is the whole thing I'm doing. And that's really important because if it takes him longer to do damage, it means I'm not stopping and missing out on damage. I'm actually doing a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, there you go. That's a pretty you want to be using that. You want to look at that playlist. That'll do you a world of good. It works really, really well. It's called Brawling Breakdown.
Dot Robin. She came to NA just to jump in your room and won herself an FU100 out of crates.
Well done, Robin. Well done. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much to those of you who have donated on the stream. Thank you for everyone who watched. I think that was really good fun, actually going through tanks and answering some questions. I highly recommend, if you're wondering about camouflage, hull depression, and armor, you check out that playlist I dropped, which is the tutorial playlist. There's a link in the video vault on the NA forums there. Or if you're wondering about how to brawl and isolate and do the up-close personal nasty stuff, there's a 3-video series called Brawling Breakdown, which absolutely drops everything you need to know to start with the whole how to brawl and all that kind of stuff. Oh man, the elite steal, I don't know how to stop that. That's one of the reasons why sometimes I switch off auto aim in sniper mode, particularly with tanks that have poor dispersion ratings, because it can be very, very tough if you're in auto aim and sniper mode to actually hit targets when there's a lot of tanks driving along in front of it. It clips and moves and all that kind of stuff. Thank you very much, Fabian. Love you all, man. You guys are awesome. Rock and roll. Thank you, everyone who donated. Nuana, Big Brother, Dana, 101023, WJC, Stinky Fruit Roll-Ups. You guys do keep the Wi-Fi on and the streams going. Literally, like, you know, it's pretty good. It's quite funny to say that. You really do keep the Wi-Fi on, but there you go. HMS Fearless, I love you too. I want to play with everyone, but there's just too many people. Like, it's very, very messy. Yeah. I'll just do one thing. I'll show you. I haven't been on there for like 24 hours. One sec. Here we go. Play the potato. Play the pre-stream music. Okay. Let's just have a quick look. How you going, Swizzle?
Me, I'm doing alright.
Are you at work today?
No, obviously not.
I thought you might have been going in on a shit. Righto. So this is me logging into my NA account, my Asia account. And you're going to see what I mean by it gets very, very hard to play with everyone, because basically I get a lot of friend requests, and I logged in here last night, so, you know, I only had 14 or 15 friend requests. This is my friend list on Asia, and this is in at 12 o'clock in the middle of the day, right? These are the people that are online at 12 o'clock in the middle of the day, the quietest time on the server. This is my actual friend list on Asia. And this is why it's impossible for me to literally play with everyone. It's just never going to happen. And
Oh my god.
I get so triggered by the people that send me messages saying, man, you're such an egotistical bastard. You never play with me. You're just the world's worst YouTuber. You hate me. It's embarrassing. Why don't you play with me? You know, well, notice me. Oh, it's embarrassing. And this is like, seriously, we've not even got up to the M's yet, and I'm still scrolling through. And then it will change after that, and it will go to another different thing. And it's like, this is just on Asia, right? This is Asia server. This isn't NA. This isn't EU. This isn't like all of them. It just never stops. It goes forever. It goes for bloody ever. And we're not quite halfway there yet. And I'm still scrolling. Still scrolling, still scrolling, still scrolling.
It's also the chat gets to see
Oh yeah. Oh god. Good on you, pro.
Shit, what's new?
Yeah.
It's Baron von Salty now, apparently.
Baron von Salty. Yeah, so you get the idea. It's pretty insane. Like,
Oh, what happened there?
what? I know, it just went
That one
big.
guy named Players just got a lot of addresses.
Yeah, this is, and then it changes. It's really odd. I don't know why Wargaming does this, but it goes from the W's, the X's, and the Z's, and then it starts again with the underscores, and then it starts again after that. Like, it just never ends. This is legit, isn't it? Isn't this freaking amazing? Freaking crazy. It just doesn't stop. Still going. Still going. Tap, 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 tappity, tap, tap. I'm done. I can't keep going. But that's literally like why, if people are sending me messages and it's like, you don't platoon with me, you're an idiot. Stop it. All right. So anyway, that's it, guys. I'm heading off. Thank you so much. And this is another sucker. I will never drive that tank. Hey, that's just a nightmare. Like, I went and spent all the gold I'd saved up on the AMX Batchat, the Batchatillon, the tier 10. I free XP'd, all my free XP and everything went into this, all my gold. I don't even have enough gold left to get the Tank Academy, and I'm never going to drive it. Just never going to drive it because, like you can see here, it's not listed. It's just not listed. It's just not listed. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Those are the breaks. I'm not creating a montage of me singing. Swish what you wrote there. And I'm not on that list somehow, says HMS Fearless. Well. Anyway, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching. You're awesome. Make sure you tune in again on Tuesday NA time, exactly the same time. 5:30 p.m. Western, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And then again on Thursday NA time, 5:30 p.m. Western, 8:30 p.m. Eastern for the clan stream. And I'll be streaming those 2 times. And I might even try and sneak a World of Tanks PC stream in there at some point, because it's really fun to be stuffed and not know what you're doing and just get shagged and basically run around getting hammered. It's pretty good. I'm not creating a montage of me singing. That's the end of that conversation. Until next time.